Hi everyone, my name is Ratika and welcome back to another episode of Redefined. I'm joined here today with Sucheta Bhandare, and before anything, I would let her introduce herself.
Hi Ritika, thank you so much for the opportunity. I am Sucheta, founder of Earthpoorna Foods. So we are basically working on millets and making some healthy food product and selling it pan-India.
Okay, perfect, amazing. So, Sujata, can you tell us a bit more about like Earthpoorna? Like, what were your motivations behind it, and like, how did it start? How did this business start?
Okay. So basically I'm like a farmer girl. My father is farmer and I come from that family. And the nature connect is, there is lots of nature connect in my, like in my childhood. We usually go on in farm every weekend, we do that. So I always have something that I should work related to farm.
Yeah.
And during that period in my schooling days and after my college, so I found some problems. There is a gap between market, there is a typical crop pattern, there is no processing unit available. If like someone like doing same crop, अगर सब लोग एक साथ ही सारी चीजें लगा रहे हैं, सब लोग टोमेटो ही लगा रहे हैं, then after the tomato will come in the market at the same time, the rate will go down
Yeah.
because the like flow is very high. So there is no processing unit, like someone can make puree or someone can make sauce and they sell it, but everyone want to sell directly tomato, and they will not get the return which they want. So I found that problem. After I come to Pune, I found that there is also a like food, healthy food problem is available in city. So people are not getting the right food at right time. In if you can see nearby schools, you can find only vada pav vadi or samosa or that street food, like typical street food or the junk food pack they used to sell there. So I think there is a big problem because in kids or children we can see they have that obesity problem or sugar problem or hypertension. So in that, like in this small age, this is a big issue in India, and I think all over world. It's the health issues are rising. So there is a I found that there is a connect.
Yeah.
If we can source a good raw material from farmers and make some healthy food product and sell it to the customers. As I grow up in that family, I know that my mother make every day she make that seasonal food and some healthy recipes which we grow in our farm. So ragi is like, then I realized that because of there is no market demand, or the farmers could not able to sell it in the market, they decided to stop that, take that crop.
Yeah.
So many traditional and seasonal crop are like going away. People not planting there, planting that anymore. So this is big problem because ragi is very, for example, we can take ragi is very sturdy millet and it grow and slope of the mountain.
Oh.
So and in the rainy season farmers used to plant there. So the ragi bound that soil, and the erosion will stop. So the ragi is good for our and soil health also.
Okay.
So I talked to them, like I started my work in Pune, and I talked to some farmers that why should you are not going to plant ragi. So they said that कोई लेता ही नहीं है तो क्यों बनाना है. So I asked them कि आप लगाओ, हम लोग लेंगे आपसे. So I have that history or that experience कि ragi का health benefit कितना अच्छा है, because we used to consume ragi every day. My grandmother used to make that porridge, and we have that. And it is like एक अपने बाउल ले लिया, it fulfilling your stomach and आपको half day तक आपको भूख नहीं लगती है. So that is the health benefit of ragi. High calcium है, high iron है, जो भी लोगों में deficiency आ रहा है उसका. So I decided to work with ragi, and my friend who is an Ayurveda expert, who is helping us to make the healthy recipes. So we have added some Ayurveda ingredients in that, and people can have it, and we are trying to satisfy their daily nutrition need with one laddu. So that is the like motto with starting Earthpoorna, and yeah.
Is it one laddu a day then?
Yeah, one laddu a day.
So one apple a day keeps the doctor away. So Earthpoorna says one
Yeah,
laddu a day keeps the doctor away.
yeah, right.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So,
But then I'm kind of just wondering, like, was this something like, did you plan this? Or like, did it just happen? Like, you explained the entire process, how you are like a farmer girl. So, you saw it in the family. But did it just strike you one day, ki like achanak se you like one day that, you know what, let's just do this? Or like, did you think about it for a few months and then start it?
yeah, actually, I think I was thinking for this from like long 5-6 years,
Okay.
because I know that there is a problem. I need to work on it. But usually, like I completed my MCom and BA. So
Yeah.
my parents said, after you are completing your BA, you are going to make laddus.
Yeah.
So what is use of your education?
Yeah.
So that some of the family problems are there. But I was thinking, I know that there is problem and that should be addressed,
Yeah.
as important as education,
Yeah.
because food intake is very important. And like uh, if we not work on right food, it will cause more problem.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking of it, and then I started. I was working somewhere. In that time, I started making some laddus and distributing the samples with my running group and cycling group, and people started liking it, and they making some order again. And after that, I decided to switch. I need to work on it full time, and I started working on Earthpoorna from last 2019. I have started.
Okay, amazing, amazing. And then obviously Earthpoorna is now like a success. I've read so many articles about the income also y'all are generating and everything, and the success that it has received is a lot. So like I'm also wondering what would you say are like three things, because I know like along with you there are many other women in India who want to be like entrepreneurs, start something of their own, whether it be in relation to food or without. So what would be three things you would tell them that helped you get where you are today?
Okay. I first think that you should think on your idea.
Yeah.
If you think that you are going to buy that product you can sell into the market, or like many people like you.
Yeah.
If you are not going to buy that product, and you cannot make and sell it. So
Yeah.
you should have that confidence that कि ये product में इतना value है कि people can buy it. You should know that USP कि क्यों लोग इसको ले, because many laddus available in the market.
Yeah.
But we decided to go with some nutrition expert. We have some additional Ayurveda ingredients in our laddu. We are working only on ragi. We are making it in small batches.
Yeah.
We are using jaggery instead of sugar. So we decided some USP. So every entrepreneur should know that what is your product, his or her product USP. कि आपको क्या चीजें लोगों को देनी है, which is not available in the market and which is also need of the market.
Yeah.
अगर आप जो चीज लाओगे which is not people are not going to buy, वो successful नहीं हो पाएगा.
Yeah.
Second thing, you should believe in your idea. People will say something कि अरे ये तो बहुत लोग कर रहे हैं, या फिर आप क्यों कर रहे हो, आपको इसको मतलब कोई फायदा नहीं होने वाला है, just stop it. But I know that many people ask me, and I decided कि नहीं, ये मुझे लग रहा है ये अच्छा है. And I did some market research. I met people. I asked them reviews of Earthpoorna's product, and we make some changes and we work on packaging, और ऐसे करके हम लोगों ने वो then product market में launch किया था. So अगर आप इस तरह से जाओगे, तो first thing है कि आपको पहले आपके प्रोडक्ट का यूएसपी डिसाइड करना है, मार्केट सर्वे करना है. सेकंड थिंग, और थर्ड थिंग, आपके आइडिया पे आपको बिलीव करना है.
Yes.
खुद को ही. जब तक आप बिलीव नहीं करोगे, पीपल विल नॉट गोइंग टू बिलीव इट.
Yes.
And
Okay.
I think another thing, after starting the company or startup or something you are going to start, you just have to stick the vision or the value you decided at the day one. Because many time it happens that people decided something, and when they get success or they get some they go on that path,
Yeah.
the values will go like they did not able to stick on that.
Yeah.
So we decided that ki every the laddu we made on day one, maybe 2019,
Yeah.
and laddu we are making today are the same or more than that laddu.
Yes, exactly.
They are better than previous one.
Okay.
So like we are making 50 boxes a month, like from first month. Now we are selling 500, 700 boxes a month,
Yeah.
but the laddu taste is same.
Okay.
So if we get more orders,
Yeah.
still we are working, and everyone should do that कि आपको वो आपके values पे ज्यादा अच्छा काम करना चाहिए, not to कि कितने पैसे मिल रहे हैं. Because I think मैंने ऐसे कभी नहीं किया कि अरे इतने पैसे मिलेंगे तो ही मैं ऐसा करूंगी. Raw material cost is really high और वो change होता रहता है.
Yes.
But we are not कि हाँ ठीक है हम लोग कुछ और डाल दिया, then लड्डू कोई समझ में नहीं आएगा क्या डाला होगा.
Yes.
अगर आप stick रहोगे on your values, आपको बहुत आगे लेके जाएगा. That's what I feel and I experienced.
Okay, so I think you said three things. First is do your market research. Second is believe in your own product. And third and last one I think you mentioned is key, make sure that you never compromise on the quality. Like stick to your values. What you started with,
Yes,
still remain with it, no matter how much ever success you have achieved.
correct, correct.
Perfect.
It will take you a long way.
Yes, no, definitely. Yes. Very like how I'd say, very wise words. Another question I have is that like when you were starting with your business, were there any like resources that you used, like grants, mentorship, or anything that helped you in the process? And like, a lot of the women who are out there, especially like in India, what resources would you recommend other people also using? Which helped?
Uh, uh, Earthpoorna is bootstrap, so we have not got any funds or we have not applied for it. So because I decided that कि हम लोग छोटा छोटा करके जो पैसे कमा रहे हैं उसी से हम लोग नया चीजें लेके जाएंगे आगे. Because many entrepreneurs do, or I did that in my first venture, कि बहुत सारा investment कर देते हैं, after that like if some problem come हम लोग वहां पे stuck हो जाते हैं. So I decided to go with the flow. कि
Okay.
जैसे आ रहा है वैसे हम लोग काम बढ़ाते जाए, वैसे हम लोग मैन पावर बढ़ाते गए, वैसे हम लोग इन्वेंट्री बढ़ाते गए. सो वो इम्पोर्टेंट है कि आप वैसे आगे जाओगे तो इट विल लाइक आप लॉस में नहीं जाओगे, you will make some money definitely. Second thing you ask about mentorship, yeah, I was part of Thai nurture program. So you might know Thai. Thai is a community, entrepreneurs community. So they
Okay.
have a Pune chapter. I was part of their nurture program. So uh, I can ask entrepreneurs who are like startup or who have some idea, they can apply for nurture. Every year they have that chapter.
Yeah.
So uh, they they allotted some two mentors to Earthpoorna, and
Yeah.
they helped me the process between like market, how we can do market survey, or how we can like what we can say, decide the customer persona, who is the right customer, how we can tap them,
Yeah.
and also how to make your business plan, what will be the strategy, कैसे आपको ये आगे लेके जाना है. So many times like I stuck with कि मुझे प्लास्टिक पैकेजिंग नहीं यूज करना है, बट पेपर पैकेजिंग में यही ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल है. So they give some references.
Yeah.
And also like I am the only one who started, I am the only one founder member of Earthpoorna. So many people approaches me that I want to become your co-founder or part of Earthpoorna like director body. So I asked their feedback and review, like how we can choose a right partner for company, because it's very important if you are going to ask someone to become your partner. So
Exactly.
that decision, they helped me to take the right decision.
Okay. So do you have a co-founder now?
No, currently I don't have any co-founder right now,
Oh,
because like there was some time some people asked me, and then we sat and decide कि कैसे काम करना है, and then I understand कि अरे ये चीजें शायद long term नहीं जा पाएगी, और they have some other vision and I have some other. So इसलिए हाँ, but like we are working on it, and definitely like in some few months we will have a co-founder with us.
okay, perfect. And then now moving on to like obviously like with any business there are ups and downs. So like I'm wondering like did you ever come across any challenge with like starting Earthpoorna? And if you did come across a challenge, how did you navigate it?
So the first problem I found that I met I met farmers and they said that they don't have ragi that time, and I want to work on ragi and source from them. So that is the first problem कि वो लोग रागी लगाते ही नहीं थे. Now they have started. I am getting ragi from them. So the raw material sourcing was the problem because I want to do that. Like I want to source from them only. Market में available है. So मुझे वो problem वहाँ पे लगा. Then I shifted to Goa. I started it in Pune. Last year I shifted to Goa. So again I have to start here. New recruitment यहाँ पे करना पड़ा. New staff यहाँ पे लेना पड़ा. So जब मेरा first employee थी, उनको लेने के लिए मुझे बहुत time लगा था. But after that, the 7 people come in like within a week.
Yeah. Okay.
उनसे ही वो एक दूसरे को रेफरेंस चला गया कि वो काम ज्यादा अच्छा है, we can do it long term. So ऐसे करके वो प्रॉब्लम सॉर्ट हुआ. Then अभी रिसेंटली ऐसा हो गया कि बिफोर दिवाली, so we have that setup of we are making 500 boxes a day. Sorry, 500 boxes we are selling per month. But before Diwali, we have to make around 300-400 boxes a day.
Oh wow.
So our team is working very tirelessly. और वो सब चीजें हम लोगों ने जो करी, it was an experience. But that before that I just कैसे करेंगे हम लोग कि हमें इनको नहीं बोलना है कस्टमर्स को क्या करना है. But yeah, so मुझे लग रहा है कि हम लोगों ने वो चैलेंज करके लिया कि लेट्स सी ना कैसे होता है कि हाँ ठीक है 400 बॉक्सेस बनाना है कि उसके क्या प्लानिंग लगेगा, पीछे से रॉ मटेरियल क्या लगेगा, कितने पहले वो करना पड़ेगा, क्या क्या चीजें लाइंड अप करने पड़ेगी. सो इट वाज एन एक्सपीरियंस. बट या सो वी कैन से दैट चैलेंज था, बट हम लोगों ने वो बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस करके ये ले लिया. और अभी नाउ वी आर लाइक वी कैन मेक 500 बॉक्सेस अ डे.
Okay, wow.
That capacity and that confidence our team have.
Okay, so would you say then just adapting and having that confidence helped your team kind of go through that
Yes.
time?
Yes.
Perfect. And then I was also wondering is that obviously like, you know, since you are in India and like you are also know through your relatives or whatever, there are so many women in India, you know, who want to pursue certain dreams, but they don't. So what would you say is the biggest mistake, if I were to say, that women in India make? You know, that prevents them from like, you know, pursuing their dreams or like becoming entrepreneurs, founders, and much more than, let's say, just being reduced to the house, for example, you know?
I think in India, so every woman want to, they should have that in that good good person's list. Everyone should ask them, or like they are very good in relationship, like she is a good mother, she is a good wife, and she is very good to her like co-workers. So उन्हें वो बहुत like they praise for it कि वो अच्छा लगता है उनको कि सब उनको अच्छा बोले. और वो चीजें में वो stuck हो जाते हैं कि अगर बाहर जाना है आपको, तो आपको कुछ डिसीजन लेने पड़ते हैं for you.
Yes, exactly.
So you have to say sometimes you have to say no to someone.
Yeah.
कि अगर आपको आपका काम करने के लिए जाना है. मुझे बहुत अच्छा मैंने इनका पढ़ा था, इंदिरा नूई का एक इंटरव्यू था. उन्होंने बताया था कि उनकी भी छोटी बच्ची थी जो जब उन्होंने काम स्टार्ट किया था. और वो जब उनको ऑफिस में फोन करी, मम्मी मुझे आपकी याद आ रही है या फिर मुझे खाना खाना है, तो उन्होंने उनको उनकी रिसेप्शनिस्ट को बता के रखा था कि अगर कोई घर से फोन आता तो जस्ट टेल हर कि उनकी मम्मी मीटिंग में है या फिर किसी काम में है. सो शी डायरेक्टेड दैट वे कि डायरेक्टली अगर उनको फोन आता है तो शी विल अफेक्ट दैट कि अरे मेरी बच्ची को मैं टाइम पे नहीं खाना दे पा रही, या फिर आई एम नॉट एट हर कि उनको मैं वहां पे दे पाऊँ एट दैट टाइम. सो एंड आफ्टर दैट कि उन्होंने उनकी बच्ची को ये हो गया कि हम मम्मी इस टाइम पे ऑफिस पे रहती है, सो आई शुड नॉट कॉल हर, मैं उनको उसके बाद में बात कर सकती हूँ.
Okay.
सो हमें वो कुछ सिस्टम बिठानी पड़ती है कि अगर हमें आगे जाना है. एंड लाइक उनकी बच्ची भी शी इज नाउ हैप्पी कि हाँ ठीक है मम्मी मुझे शाम को टाइम दे रही है बिकॉज शी इज इन बिजी बिटवीन वर्किंग आवर्स. सो वो म्यूचुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो जाता है बाद में, बट आपको वो लाइन कहीं पे डालनी पड़ती है मुझे लग रहा है. So in India that happens कि एवरी मम्मी को लगता है कि मेरे बच्चे के पास मुझे रहना चाहिए, तो उनके ड्रीम्स अगर कुछ रहते तो फिर बच्चे होते हैं, फिर उनका स्कूलिंग होता है, देन उनके कॉलेज होता है, तो हम उसमें ही पूरा स्टक हो जाता है.
Exactly.
So like I found that, I don't know, maybe other people have some other stories, but I found that.
No, and I feel like it's very true because even me and a lot of my relatives that I see, they'll be like, okay, you know, after I have kids, I'll focus on my job. Then once they have kids, they're like, okay, after they finish their education, I'll focus on my job. Then after I get them married, I'll focus on my job. And then that process continues and they never end up doing anything because those responsibilities never get over, na? Like
Yeah.
responsibilities just keep increasing as you age. They never reduce.
बट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी भी नहीं होता एक्चुअली वो. इट्स लाइक कि दे विल डू दैट कि बच्चों को सब कुछ चीजें करके रख के दे कैन गो फॉर वर्क. बट लोग क्या बोलेंगे, अरे
Yes.
ये बच्चे को छोड़ के जा रही है. सो दैट लोग क्या बोलेंगे वाला थिंग like affecting many lives of entrepreneurs, I can say.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I feel like just relating to this question, another thing is I feel one of the biggest thing in India, I feel, is creating that awareness about financial independence for women. So,
Yeah.
it's very important because mostly in India, kaise hai? Ghar grahasti in the hand of the man. And
Yeah.
that woman is dependent on the man. So that's why I want
Correct.
to ask you, like, Sucheta, what does like financial independence mean to you, and why do you think it is so important for women?
uh, I heard a story. Earlier I was working with Nyan Prabodhini.
Okay.
They work with women who stay in villages.
Yeah.
और वो सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप के थ्रू वो काम करते हैं कि लोगों को मतलब औरतों को वो लोन देते हैं. वो वहां पे सेविंग्स भी कर सकते हैं, लोन देते हैं. दे कैन यूज एंड दे कैन मेक देयर सम स्मॉल बिजनेस. दे वर्क और दे यूज दैट फंड्स फॉर देयर फार्म. सो आई हर्ड स्टोरी फ्रॉम देम कि एक मतलब लाइक दे अर्न वेरी स्मॉल मनी की खेत के बाजू में कुछ वेजिटेबल्स रख के वो सेल कर दिए और ऐसे कुछ 20-25 रुपए करके सेव कर दिया है. बट वन लेडी टोल्ड दैट कि उसके बेटे को बर्थडे को वो कुछ छोटा सा गिफ्ट दे पाई. दैट इज द मोमेंट कि उसको लगा कि अरे हाँ मैं कुछ कर सकती हूँ.
Yes.
बिकॉज फॉर एवरी स्मॉल थिंग दे हैव टू आस्क टू देयर हस्बैंड और कि
Yeah.
मुझे कुछ पैसे चाहिए, मेरे बच्चे को कुछ देना है. सो एंड दैट उसके जब उन्होंने उनके बेटे ने बोला कि मम्मी ये आपने लाया है, और उसके जो आंखों में उनको दिखा चमक के, अरे ये बच्चा इतना सेटिस्फाई कि मेरी मम्मी कुछ कर सकती है.
Yes.
सो दैट गिव्स हर कॉन्फिडेंस. और उसने अभी खुद का काम स्टार्ट किया है. शी स्टार्टेड मेकिंग दैट शेवाइज at
Yes.
home and selling it like in Pune and small villages near to her farm.
Yeah.
So that is the important कि आपको वो सेल्फ जो रहता है ना कि एक सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस रहता है, एक एस्टीम रहता है ना कि आप खुद कुछ कमा रहे हो. भले वो 10 रुपए रहे, दिन
Yes.
का 10 रहे, महीने का 500 रहे, कुछ भी रहे, बट दैट गिव्स यू कि हाँ मैं कुछ खर्च कर सकती हूँ अपने पॉकेट से.
Yes.
एवरी टाइम कि मुझे मिल सकते हैं पैसे,
Yeah.
खुद के लिए खर्च करना है, बच्चे के लिए खर्च करना है. सो वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था. और वो एक चीज से वो बाहर निकल गए ना, दैट नॉट एनीवन नॉट गोइंग टू स्टॉप देम, मतलब नो वन गोइंग टू स्टॉप हर.
No, exactly.
अगर वो माइंडसेट से निकल गए ना कि मैं कुछ कर सकती हूँ,
Yeah.
विच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
No,
और अभी
definitely.
बहुत सारे चीजें वो मतलब बहुत सारे लोग वैसे काम कर रहे हैं कि वो जो लिटरेसी है, लाइक फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, आई थिंक.
Yeah. No,
आपको सिर्फ या
definitely.
हाँ, सो लाइक सिर्फ पैसे कमाने पे उसको सेव कैसे करना है, आप उसको बाद में कैसे यूज कर सकते हो, बैंक लोन कैसे आपको कैलकुलेट करना है कि अरे कितना परसेंट आप मार्केट से ले रहे हो, कितना परसेंट आपको बैंक से मिल रहा है. सो विच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि लिटरेसी पे काम करना चाहिए विथ वुमेन.
Yeah, and I feel this is something which should be done in schools in India. Like, how usually like bank, how do you withdraw money from the bank? How do you deposit money? How do you send money to someone? How do you take a loan? Like, that financial literacy, if it's not taught from a young age, how will people start doing it? Like, like, and that's the thing, like even for me as a student in India, you don't get to work when you're under a certain age, but when I came abroad to Canada, here everyone works, all students, irrespective of what family you're from, rich or whatever, everyone works at a restaurant or any job. कोई ये नहीं देखता आपकी क्या हैसियत है, आप कहाँ से हो, वो सब. Either people just want experience and want to learn. And when I started working at a restaurant part-time, I was working at a pizza shop. Even through the money I raised, even though it might not be that big, but the happiness it gave me, nothing else ever gave me that much happiness, because that was money I earned myself,
Right.
And you're very proud of it, and that's why you can then spend it on whatever you like. Either you save it or spend it, whatever. But I understand how important it is, and I think that's why it's important to talk about it. So it's very nice, Sucheta, that like you are that financially literate, and like I would urge you to even encourage others around you to be like that, it's very
And I
important.
think you become more responsible
Yeah.
while spending your money, because you know that like which you have done to earn that money. आपको पता कि कितने कष्ट आपने लिए थे for that earn that money, and फिर आप सोचते हो कि अरे हाँ ये मुझे लेना चाहिए, is it right time, or is it worth to buy it, or next time I can buy.
No,
So which is
definitely.
also very important.
Yeah, it's that cost benefit analysis. It's like per
Yeah,
hour I'm getting paid this much, and if I'm spending on this much, that means my 1 hour pay is going. So you analyze it like that. So definitely.
yeah, actually.
And then I was also wondering is like, like being a woman in the entrepreneurship industry, especially like in India, would you say it's an advantage or a disadvantage?
It's an advantage.
Okay.
Now we can say it's an advantage.
But
Ki, there is a very supportive environment in India. Like the awareness is like they have government has paid very much like they have spread awareness. They started working कि ज़्यादा लोग आ जाए इसमें, ज़्यादा लोग कुछ सीखे. They should start the small business at least. Everyone has some skills कि वो यूज करके वो लोग उसको उसके ऊपर काम कर सकते हैं. सो आई थिंक नाउ डेज यू कैन से इट्स एन एडवांटेज कि
yeah,
अगर आप वुमेन एंटरप्रेन्योर हो तो आपको बहुत सारी चीजें मार्केट से सपोर्ट भी अवेलेबल है, फंड्स भी अवेलेबल है. यू कैन लाइक परस्यू दैट फंड्स एंड make your company big. So it's an advantage.
okay, perfect. And now since you're moving towards the end, just have last three questions for you. One of them is I'm wondering like, what would you want to say to women around the world or women in India who are aspiring to be entrepreneurs? What would you say to them?
Okay, so I think what we I told you in our second question कि क्या चीजें उनको करनी चाहिए. So first thing, in believe in your dream. कोई कुछ भी बोले आपको खुद के ऊपर वो कॉन्फिडेंस चाहिए. और मुझे लग रहा है कि अभी जो लोग who are going to start business ना, they should think of sustainability. कि
Yeah.
कुछ बिजनेस अगर आपको करना है, that should be sustainable.
Okay.
आपके बिजनेस से कुछ एनवायरमेंट को ये नहीं हार्म नहीं पहुंचना चाहिए. पीपल शुड नॉट लाइक आपको किसी को भी हार्म ना पहुंचे, या फिर जो साइकिल है वो सही चलना चाहिए. ऐसे आपको बिजनेस करना चाहिए. मुझे लग रहा है कि अभी वो ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट. इट्स एन लाइक नीड ऑफ आर.
Yeah.
जैसे हम लोगों ने स्टार्ट किया कि वी आर वर्किंग विद फार्मर्स, बट एक्चुअली वी आर वर्किंग फॉर सॉइल.
Yeah.
So we want to save that traditional crop, that indigenous crop, which were seasonal and which are more healthy to us. So Earthpoorna like decided to work on that. But many people, like one of my friend working on plastic waste upcycling, someone working on the polluted water, they are working on that, and they are making naturally they are cleaning it. So they have some system for it. So that kind of businesses we should work on. So the entrepreneurs who are thinking to start something, na, they should think before start something. They should think that is it sustainable, is it useful for everyone, is it uh, good for our earth, then we can start.
Okay.
So आप organic product बना रहे हो, and you are selling it in plastic bags, which is not going to use. Like वो आप harm ही कर रहे एक तरह से soil को.
Nice.
Like Earthpoorna we are using that cardboard box for our product.
Okay, nice.
हाँ. So it was very difficult to find it, but yeah, like finally we stick to our decision कि हमें cardboard box ही use करना है. We are not going to use plastic. Finally we find someone who are making it and we get it.
Perfect.
So
Amazing. But I'm also wondering, like moving on to more like, like personal questions. Like I also wanted to know, like, you have had so much experience. Like obviously when you're starting a business, you're also like, like you have been there and still emerged as a successful entrepreneur, which I think is a big thing in itself, being a mother, being a daughter, being a wife, and so many other things. And you're a great example. So I'm just wondering, like throughout your experience, however, like have you had any time where you felt defined by like your race, your gender, or your nationality ever? And if that ever happened with you, what did you take away from that experience?
I think I haven't experienced such things in my life. because every time हाँ, so मुझे लग रहा है कि what you seek is seeking you.
Yeah.
आपको जो चीजें आप डिसाइड करते हो, आपको जो करना है, अगर आप वो सोचते हो, उसकी तरफ से काम करना स्टार्ट कर देते हैं ना, तो एवरीथिंग लाइक अराउंड यू वर्क फॉर यू.
Okay.
एंड आई थिंक दैट हेल्प्स मी कि अगर आप कुछ अच्छी चीजें करना चाहते हो एंड यू आर वर्किंग ऑन दैट पाथ, किसी भी हालत में आप उसके ऊपर काम कर रहे हो, that after some time everything work for you, start like people start get connecting, you will get start you will get some references and ऐसी चीजें वो हो जाती है कि आपको वो डिसीजन पे आप जो हो स्टिक हो, उसके ऊपर वो आगे लेके जाती है आपको. That's what I feel.
Okay, perfect. I think that was the last question from my side, Sucheta. Thank you so much for this interview. It really means a lot. I learned so much, and you have incredible experience. And yeah, I'm just honored to be able to sharing it with everyone.
Yeah, thank you.